Are you confused at what steps you need to take when becoming an English teacher in Canada? Or you don't even know if you could become an English teacher in Canada if you are not a native English speaker? If so, then continue watching because I provide you with 5 easy steps on how you can become an English teacher in Canada. So just before we begin, I just want to let you know that this video is for those of you who are interested in teaching English to adults. If you are interested in teaching English to primary or secondary age children, this requires a whole different certification that I can discuss in another video. So I just wanted to mention these steps are all the steps I took to become an English teacher. The first step is that you need a bachelor's of education. So I took a bachelor's of education program at Brock University. The reason why I chose this program is because of its flexibility. Being a mother of 2 young ones, having a program that is flexible with offering online and in-person classes was so important to me because I never had any childcare arrangements other than my husband being able to manage the kids while I go to school. So if you are applying to this program as an international student, you need to make sure that you have the proper overall IELTS band score. Check my description box down below for any additional information you need to know. So honestly guys, if you are eager like me and you just want to get school done with, then I highly recommend you to take spring and summer classes. You can finish this bachelor's degree in 3 years, literally. So choose what works for you, and if online works for you or in person, everyone's situation is different. So guys, remember that on this channel, our #1 goal is to help busy parents like you by creating better opportunities to live a happier tomorrow for you and your family. So guys, if you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel down below because I put out content every Wednesdays and Fridays on this channel. So step 2 is me achieving my master's degree. But if you don't have any plans or any interest in getting a master's degree, then just go along and skip to step 3. So the master's degree I took was from the University of Ottawa. And the reason why I chose this program is #1, like I said, because of the flexibility of being able to choose courses whether they were offered online or in person, depending on my situation as a parent. The second reason why I chose this particular program is because some master's degrees are only 2 years, but this exact master's degree was actually considered as a short duration master's degree. So I was able to finish this master's degree within a year by just taking classes through the spring summer semester, which made my life a lot easier. There was a lot of sacrifices in between, but I just told myself that this was a temporary situation and I will get through it, and I got through it, as you see in the back. But this is something I'm so proud of as a mom of 2, and you can do this too. So if you are interested in applying to this master's degree or you just want to read more about it, check out my description box down below. You need to make sure that you are able to score an overall band of a 7 in the IELTS exam. If you need some help or assistance in preparing for the IELTS exam, then make sure you check out my video up above of a 29-day IELTS study plan where I give you step-by-step, day-to-day information of what exactly you need to cover. Step 3 of becoming an English teacher in Canada is getting your teaching certificate. So you need to listen to this part very carefully, guys, because you want to make sure you get the right certificate depending on the province you are planning to teach it. So here in Ontario, you would need a TESOL Ontario certification in order to be teaching in government affiliated programs. Programs such as LINK, or even sometimes if you want to be an ESL instructor in a university, you would need to achieve your TESOL Ontario certification. However, if you are planning to teach in another province, the certifications are different and you would need to get your TESOL Canada certification. So because of the this confusion of becoming an ESL teacher in Canada or in different provinces, I decided to take this program that is so perfect if you are not sure where exactly you want to teach or what province because you haven't even arrived to Canada. I took a program called the TESOL Plus program that was offered through Sheridan College. By the end of the program, you will achieve 3 different certifications. The certifications you will achieve is TESOL Ontario, which you will be eligible to teach in Ontario as an English instructor. TESOL Canada, which is another certification you need to teach if you plan to teach outside of the province, and CELTA certificate. The CELTA certificate is actually great if you plan to teach overseas one day or you don't even have a plan for it yet, but it might be a long-term thing in the future. So if you want to know about this program, then make sure you check my description box down below. So the exact IELTS requirements for this particular program is that you must have achieved a band score, an overall band score of 7 in the IELTS exam within the past 2 years. So guys, if you want to read more about these different certificates, make sure you check out my description box down below. Step 4, now you've received all your certifications, you've graduated, and you're ready to find a job. This is probably the most exciting part because you worked so hard all throughout the years. So depending on if you want to work in the private sector or the public sector, there are many different jobs out there with very high pays. As an ESL instructor, you can make about $80 an hour when you are working for a public college such as Humber College, Sheridan College, Mohawk College. However, most of these jobs are part-time, contract, by semester only. And then there are a lot of government-funded programs such as LINK. So you can become a LINK instructor. There's more full-time opportunities for LINK teachers, English teachers. And you can get up to $40 to $50 an hour becoming a LINK instructor. These are great opportunities, and like I said, they're a bit more secure than working in the college sector. In the college sector, like I said, you can get a full-time opportunity, but those happen with lots of experience. So just to wrap up step 4, the best way to find these jobs is to visit the different public university websites. Literally just do a Google search on post-secondary institutes in Ontario. You will get a whole list, and then go to their careers page and look through their job postings. Or if you are interested in finding a job through TESOL Ontario or TESOL Canada, you should visit their websites directly. I will link all their careers page in the description box down below. So guys, now we're at step 5. Now we have found a job posting we are interested in applying to, and we are ready to apply to the job. So guys, listen up. I see lots of individuals make the mistake of sending one generic resume to every single job posting they are interested in. Unfortunately, times have changed, and the traditional method of a human going through your resume no longer exists. Actually, you need to tailor your resume with particular keywords that are mentioned in the job posting, so the computer database actually pulls out your resume and maybe puts a red flag on it, letting HR know that so-and-so has these keywords mentioned in their resume, so they could be a potential good candidate. So guys, for the sake of this video, I found an ESL professor job posting that has been posted by public college here in Ontario called Sheridan College. So I wanted to go through the exact job duties and what are some keywords you can add to your resume. And when I say keywords, I literally mean that you should be adding the exact words that can stand out, that the computer could recognize, and then notify HR that there is a resume on file that has these particular keywords. So for example, for the first point, you can say something like in the past you have ensured that the program and course curricula are current and up to date. For example, this is something all teachers do, and using these type of keywords would really make your resume stand out. The next point says something about defining, evaluating, and validating learning outcomes. So once again, all teachers do this for their syllabus. So you can use these exact words in your resume if you have experience in doing these tasks, guys. You don't want to be lying on your resume, because if you get caught, you can get fired from your job for lying to your employer. And then the next one says creating an effective environment for learning which respects and accommodates students' diverse cultural, religious needs. So as you know, as an ESL teacher, we should always be respectful and accommodate the needs of students, especially because they are newcomers to this country, and they may have certain needs or require certain accommodations that you need to provide them as a teacher. So using certain words from this particular point will help your resume stand out. So you can say for this one, for example, contributing to college faculty and program excellence by collaborating on a variety of initiatives such as new program and curricula development. So as teachers, we always have to be collaborating with our colleagues, giving our opinions, trying to come up with new ideas that help students, support students. So using words like this will definitely help you. And then when you scroll down, you will see that certain words, I would use these words. As you see, they are highlighted right on the job posting. These are such perfect words to use in your cover letter. You are committed to excellence in teaching and learning with a collaborative team environment. If you could come up with a sentence using these 3 words in your cover letter, this will be a big bonus. You have demonstrated ability to convey the conceptual and applied aspects of knowledge to a broad range of diverse students. 3 great keywords you can use. You value participating in and creating safe, brave, and inclusive environments. The reason why they've highlighted these particular words, because it's very important for them to hire staff that is able to meet up to their expectations. You stay organized. You know how to problem solve. You know how to be a creative individual and how to prioritize work. You are able to work in a team environment, and you know how to manage conflict. So guys, when you take a look at a job posting, these are words that you should try to use throughout your resume, throughout your cover letter. And last but not least, guys, if you are looking for IELTS speaking tips, then check out my video up above, because these tips will help you score a high band in your IELTS speaking exam so you are able to sound like a native English speaker.